Very well, ladies and gentlemen, a big update about James Maddison. Yes, many people ask me, RG, how many more signings will Arsenal make? Here's my answer: three minimum is what they're looking at the moment. To make things worse, Arsenal's number two currently is still Alex Ronarson. Number three is Arthur Okonkwo. Number one is Bernd Leno. Will that change? Well, let's see what happens. How exactly will it change? Who exactly will replace the replaceables? Of course, they are replaceables. And the biggest problem is Lucas Torreira still in Madrid, trying to figure out his future. Does not want to come and train with Arsenal. That's the weirdest shit I've heard. But moving on, here's Bukayo Saka reading the letters and messages of support left for him by the fans at the London Colney. Arsenal made sure that he gets this kind of reception. I don't know, man. This is so beautiful. So good. He must have felt special, and I think this is the best thing to do, for any football player when he comes back from what he actually went through. So heartwarming. I love it. I really love this. That's why I love Arsenal. But I would love Arsenal more if they make more signings and much more quickly because, bro, it's 9 days. Within 9 days, we have a football game in the Premier League. So things better change. Otherwise, there's going to be problems. Talking about problems, let's talk about Arsenal. According to the Sun Football, to be fair, Sun this window has been phenomenal. I mean, they called in Danny Ings to Aston Villa before he was signed. So here's the big deal. That's what they are actually coming out with. That Arsenal are targeting £50 million double rate on Ramsdale and Sander Berge. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it's going to be a double deal of £50 million, and where Arsenal are trying to get Aaron Ramsdale and Sander Berge. Why? Arsenal are reportedly looking to rate Sheffield United in a £50 million double swoop for Aaron Ramsdale and Sander Berge. According to the Star, Berge is back on Arsenal's radar despite cooling their interest after unofficial talks between the two clubs earlier this year. Ramsdale has been on Arsenal's radar for some time, although the goalkeeper's price tag £40 million is putting Arsenal and its fans completely off. But anyways, Sheffield actually won 4-0 in a preseason victory over Doncaster Rovers. So their boss Slavica Jokanovic said, "If you ask me if I will sell, no. I am happy with their professionalism. I will be hurt if they leave my team. I understand this possibility exists, but I hope that will not happen. I have used them today and tomorrow, and they will be with me on the training ground. They are my players, and I enjoy working with them. Sander is a young man. He's a really clever and happy man. I don't have any sensation that he is unhappy where he is. I'm not worried. I'm happy with them, and I'm happy where he is, and I'm not worried. I'm happy with them, and I trust they will stay with me, and I trust they can be happy working with me and their Sheffield United teammates." So that's the update. So Arsenal, well, Slavica Jokanovic is not expecting any departures as of now because of the professionalism of both the players. 50 million for both. It's a joke price tag. I mean, it's enough for both of them, or probably a little more, but still, it's a joke. When you consider all the reports, sounds like a joke. Moving on, according to Junger Hair, Mark Schwitzky. God damn it, why does he have that Twitter handle name? Anyways, Mark Schwitzky says that Hertha Berlin are interested in Reiss Nelson. So the Hertha Berlin are interested in Reiss Nelson, but they are not the only club to be linked with him. Of course, there is an update that Crystal Palace want a piece of him as well, of course, as usual. But there are clubs in the Premier League that want him on loan as of now. So will that be done? Well, only time will tell. But some really important updates are coming your way with Bukayo Saka sharing this image on social media with the caption, "Happy to be back home." So it's official, Bukayo is back in the training room for Arsenal, and that is that. Moving on, well, here's the funny story from 90 Minute Football. They say that Newcastle United are waiting for Willock to make a decision on his future. The Magpies have proposed a permanent deal which could be worth up to £25 million, including add-ons. In the comments, let me know. £25 million including add-ons. Is that a perfect price tag for Joe Willock, or should Arsenal stall and ask for more? Let me know in the comments, because Graham Bailey comes up with the report that Newcastle waiting for Joe Willock to make a decision on future. Well, this is the exclusive. 90 Minute has learned that Willock has been told by Arsenal that he can leave the club, and Newcastle have proposed a permanent deal which could be worth up to 25 million including add-ons. The outlay is a significant investment in Willock and exceeds the club's initial summer budget that had been limited to around 20 million pounds. Arsenal have told Newcastle that they would be willing to accept a loan deal with an option to buy if that will help move the deal along. But the Magpies would rather secure a permanent deal now, especially as they have their loan slots, of which they only have 2 lined up to be filled by other players. So it won't make any sense. If they're really believing that Joe Willock is the perfect promise that they want at their club, quit stalling, pay up the money. If you ask me, IG, will you take 25 million with add-ons to Willock? I think as long as those add-ons are realistic enough, 25 is not a bad amount. It's not bad. Put a buyback clause. Would make a lot of sense. Moving on, so Fabrizio has confirmed if Lukaku leaves, then Lautaro Martinez stays. More on that. Well, I'm going to update you, but here's the most funniest story. Gianluca Di Marzio confirms that Atlanta are ready to make Tammy Abraham their record signing. Arsenal, Aston Villa and West Ham also interested. Abraham very intrigued by the possibility of playing Champions League, and for this reason he could favour Atalanta. Chelsea prefers to sell the player abroad. Well, it's been clearly confirmed by Gianluca Di Marzio. Atalanta is ready to invest 40 million for Abraham, and Chelsea would like to sell it abroad. That was the update from Gianluca Di Marzio. Well, moving on. Well, here's the final update from Sky Sports Italy. They say that after Lukaku's departure to Chelsea materializes, Lautaro Martinez will not be allowed to move from Inter Milan. That is according to certain reports. Now here's a fun fact, and here's a bad aspect of where Inter are actually heading, and some people are not liking it, and these are the Inter Ultras, the super fans. So the Ultras have clearly put out a message that they don't want. I mean, Fabrizio shared this. He says, Romelu Lukaku deal. This is the banner from the Inter Ultras at club headquarters in Milano, which reads, "Board, pay attention. Promises should be kept." So Chelsea are preparing a new bid for Lukaku. I think the board has definitely promised them they won't be selling Lukaku, at least, which is not happening at the moment. So that is the update about Lautaro Martinez. So before getting into a lot of stuff, Sky Kanak has confirmed, according to Jordan Blackwell, Leicester are unlikely to accept Arsenal's swap deal for James Maddison. Leicester are in the market for a centre-back and right-wing this summer, as well as potentially a cam, but none of the players Arsenal have offered were of the right profile. That's why they did not accept anything. To prove my point, Conrad Harrison is back with his tweet. I thought he was on holiday, but okay. He says Arsenal have submitted an offer of £51.5 million, including add-ons, for Leicester City midfielder James Maddison. But here's the problem. That bid is rejected, and it is expected, but there is some room for improvement. So that's the update, ladies and gentlemen. £51.5 million bid, according to Conrad Harrison, was made for James Maddison, which has been rejected. Let's see how things will turn out to be. But okay. So moving on. So according to a news portal, Telegraph Sport, they say footballers are subjected to 48% increase in racist online abuse, reveals PFA report, and that is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Moving on, Arsenal fans have urged Edu to sign a Norwich City star after spotting an amazing assist in the pre-season, where Arsenal are in need of bolstering the midfield options, and it looks like Todd Cantwell can be the idea that is, of course, I think when he took a knee last season, when they were in the Premier League actually, when he took a knee, Thierry Henry really liked him, like that, and he praised him, and he is an Arsenal fan as what I know, so okay. Although it wasn't the best of opposition, the skill was really truly remarkable and highlighted why there's significant interest in him ahead of the close of the transfer window. So what an assist! So perfect profile, 25 or under the age. Todd Cantwell is skilled from Tuesday's win. Reminded Arsenal fans of the potential. So a lot of Arsenal fans said one of them said if Arsenal had one brain between Edu and Arteta, we get Cantwell instead of Maddison. Cheaper, more loyal, younger, and a baller. Another one said, wouldn't mind Arsenal going for Todd Cantwell. Another one said, if Villa can't sign Cantwell, I'm actually going to scream. Man belongs at the carpet. Another one said, why aren't we making moves for Todd Cantwell? The man would make a great addition to the squad in terms of creativity. And he's going to be a damn sight cheaper than some of the overhyped people we've been looking at instead. Another one said, get Todd Cantwell to the carpet. Another one said, need this Cantwell boy at Arsenal. Cantwell is a bowler. 1 year left on his contract and an Arsenal fan. No brainer. So that's the update, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed whatever you saw, please subscribe if you seek so. And within the upcoming days, let's confirm Maddison to Arsenal with me. Cheers. I'll see you in the next one.